Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense. Subtracting mixed numbers. Again, we're going to follow our steps for adding and subtracting fractions. Write down the fractions with the like denominators. Add or subtract the numerators and keep the denominators the same. Add or subtract whole numbers and then simplify when necessary. Here's our first problem, 3 6/10 minus 1 2/5. Now again, we have to have like denominators, so I have my multiples of 5 and 10 down here, but I would encourage you to try to start solving some of these in your head. So for example, if I look at this, I see right away that they both have 10, but I should have recognized that 2 times 5 is 10, so I should have been able to see right off the bat that my common denominator is going to be 10. But remember, if you are stuck, get your multiplication chart out or write out the multiples and then you'll find it. So let's take 2/5 and let's get it to have an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 10. So I multiply 5 times 2 to get 10. So I have to multiply the numerator by 2, which gives me 4. Now I can rewrite the problem. I don't have to change 6/10. It already has a denominator of 10. I change this to 1 4/10. And now we can solve it. Remember, we need to subtract the fraction. 6/10 minus 4/10 is 2/10. And then 3 minus 1 is 2. I think sometimes this can be a little confusing because you're jumping over the whole numbers. That's why I like to write mine up and down. So let me again demonstrate how to do that. And then once I find the common denominator, see, I can just put an equal sign over here and rewrite the problem. To me, this is much neater. And that equals 1 4/10. And just like when you're adding and subtracting numbers, you want to keep your place value columns together. So now my fractions are together and my whole numbers are together. 6/10 minus 4/10 is 2/10. 3 minus 1 is 2. Then if you recall, we can simplify this part of the fraction, the 2/10, by dividing by 2 over 2, and I get 1/5. So this is also equal to 2 1/5, and that would be in simplest form. Okay, I want to show you one more example with a little bit bigger numbers. 6 2/3 minus 4 5/9. We still follow the same steps no matter how large the numbers are. So I have my multiples of 3 and 9 down here. And if you don't know it already, you can see that 9 is common to both of them. So I do not have to change 5/9. I just need to change 2/3 to multiply by a fraction to get an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 9. So 3 times 3 is 9. So I multiply the numerator by 9. 2 times 3 is 6. So now I can rewrite this to be 6 6/9 minus 4 5/9. And like I said, I like to write it up and down. So it would be 6 2/3 minus 4 5/9. And now when I found equivalent fractions, I'm going to rewrite it as 6 6/9. And this is 4 5/9. Now my fractions are together and my whole numbers are together. 6/9 minus 5/9 equals 1/9. I subtract the numerator, keep the denominator the same. 6 minus 4 is 2, and that is in simplest form. So a shortcut would be when you see a problem like this, go ahead and write it up and down. I think it's easier to solve that way.